Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners. Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ruth Soltman. Welcome to the Transformational Soul. I would like to welcome you if you're here for the first time, and welcome back if you've been here before. I want to thank you all for all of your love and support. And please continue to like, share, subscribe, and participate. And, you know, we love it. All of us show hosts love it when you participate and comment. So please drop a hello in the comments, because otherwise I don't even know that you're here. So I would love to, converse with you. So just let me know you're here today. Goldylocks shows are also available on Rumble, in addition to YouTube. And a few of the shows, including this one, are on Facebook, in case you're watching on Facebook. We are now in our 7th season at Goldylocks Productions. So did you guys get to check out Robin's new show last night? She was absolutely amazing. And that's Robin's Cosmic Soul Food. If you didn't catch it last night, go ahead and watch the replay, because it was a great, great show. And she did a lot of those charm readings that I was telling you guys about. I want to remind everyone that all 3 of my books are now available on Amazon and in the Kindle store. So if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can download those and read them for free. If you're not familiar, with all of the Goldylocks shows, pretty much you can tune in almost every night of the week and catch a really good show. On Sunday nights, Tiffany White Sage Woman, our wonderful producer here at Goldylocks, has a wonderful show called Spiritual Insights. And these evening shows are all at 8 p.m. Eastern. So it's really easy to, set your calendar, and you can always check them out almost every night. She has some amazing insight, and she always delivers messages with so much love and compassion. I really enjoy her show, as I do, all of the shows on Goldylocks. So make sure you check out some of the other ones. Hi, Joyce. Nice to see you here. This Saturday is going to be my masterclass on how to self-publish your book. So if you haven't already signed up for that, please go ahead and get signed up, because there's only a few more days, and that's going to be taking place. And I am going to show you all the stuff that I learned in the process of self-publishing my books. So when you get done with the class, you will actually be able to, go ahead and you could get done with the class and go and upload your book. It'll be that much information for you. So I hope you'll get signed up for that. If you've ever thought about writing a book, if you have written a book, if you're journaling, if you think you might want to write a book, this class would be great for you. I'll give you lots of tips that I figured out along the way. And then there'll be a time at the end of the class for you to ask, your own questions. So if you're like me, you already started a list of questions, because that's just how I roll. I always want to know, the details about everything. So I want to be able to help you guys, and put your minds at ease. So before the show, I drew a few cards, and usually a lot of times I get messages during the week on what they want me to talk about. Well, I didn't this week again. I think they like to just see if I'm going to trust or if I'm going to stress myself out about it. And there's really no point in stressing myself out, because I always am given the information when I need to receive it. So I just keep trusting that more and more. And the main message that they are relaying tonight is letting go. And when I first pulled this card, the first thing that came to me was that song from Frozen, Let It Go. And that, if you've heard that song, it's an amazing song. And it's a very powerful song. Letting things go is very, very powerful. And it's very conducive to you and your healing. Because when we hang on to all that stuff, it's, it brings our energy down. It brings down our vibration. And we are not living in that optimal place that we need to be in. So you have to let things go that no longer serve you. You have to realize that when people say things or do things that you may find offensive or hurtful, that has nothing to do with you. It's all about them and what they are going through. And when you start to come into, some of these things start coming to you, these things that you would normally get offended by, and you start to react differently. You don't automatically get all upset, or why would they say that to me? Or my feelings are so hurt. When you start seeing that you feel differently when that happens and you act differently, then you're going to realize how much you are changing, because those things are no longer triggering you. And they're not triggering you anymore because you've come to realize that what people say about you like that has nothing to do with you. And, we do tend to take them personally. If somebody gets in your face and they're yelling and screaming at you and calling you names, it's hard not to react to that sometimes. But once you realize that the things that they are putting out there is actually how they are feeling on the inside, what they really need at that moment is some unconditional love. So if you just, focus on that and send them tons and tons of unconditional love and light, it really does help the situation. Now, they may never admit to that or feel that way, but you will see a difference. And when you, have a different reaction, I'm not really sure I like the word reaction, because that sounds like kind of negative. But when you start to feel differently when these things come up, they no longer trigger you because you have healed that part of you. Hi, Sarah. So happy to see you. And they're also talking about mending bridges. And it says on here, I heal rifts. I am a mender. But we're not just healing rifts or mending bridges, in our outward relationships and our relationships out here. But a lot of this healing and mending is we're doing on the inside. We're healing and mending ourselves. And that's where all the work needs to be done the most. Because once you heal that on the inside, then everything on the outside is going to, it's going to have that ripple effect. And it's going to flow out into all of your other relationships. The relationship that you have with yourself is the most important. And I know I talk a lot about self-love and self-care and having compassion for yourself and having lots and lots of unconditional love for yourself. And those things are what's going to change your life. They will change your life. They will change who you are in a positive way. And Archangel Sandalphon is talking about victory. Hi, Anita. Hi, Kim. Kim is sending love from Reno. And now these cards are the ones I pulled before the show for those of you that just logged on, just so you know. And Archangel Sandalphon is talking about victory. Victory is yours. The things that you have been asking for, these things are being answered and they're coming to you now. So it's important to be patient. It's important to not lose faith, to not lose sight of what it is that you want. Because there's so much going on behind the scenes that we don't even know about. But soon you will. Soon you will see the accumulation of those things that is going on behind the scenes. And then I also pulled a couple of fairy cards for the group. And this first one says magical blessings. And it says whatever you are going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. And we do, don't we? We do bless others. When you do something for someone else or you send them love, you're blessing them. And when you bless someone else, you in turn are blessed yourself. So it's a beautiful cycle. And they also want you to notice messages that you're getting through music. many, many messages come to us from music. And, you know, it could be a song you hear and it's the words to that song. Or it could be a song you hear that reminds you of someone, you know, who has transitioned. Or it could be a song that reminds you of a certain situation in your life when you were really, really happy. You know, there's lots of different meanings, you know, behind the music, behind the songs. And there's a lot of intention that goes into writing songs. Because if you think about this, you know, a lot of people will write a song about, you know, a very powerful or painful experience they had. And sometimes you hear that song and you can feel that emotion in there. You can feel, you know, what they went through. And it can be a very, very, very powerful healing tool, you know, for us as well. Music can be very healing, said Sarah. Yes, it can. Very healing. And I know all of us on here love music and use music, you know, for that. And you can use music for dancing, and dancing moves your energy. So it's just, you know, a win-win situation. So if anyone would like a card, just let me know. If anyone has anything they would like to share about their letting go experiences or encounters you've had with other people that used to trigger you that no longer do, please share. Or any experiences that you've noticed how you've changed by the way you react to situations in a different way. That was the biggest thing for me was, you know, things that would bother me in the past. One day when they would happen, I realized that it didn't even bother me anymore. It didn't affect me in any way. And sometimes it's hard to just let people be and to let people, you know, if you can see someone that you love and they're about to make a decision or they're doing something that you know is not for the best and highest good, you know, it's so hard sometimes not to intervene. But we can offer people, you know, our assistance if they want it, but we cannot force it on them. We can never, ever do that. Never, ever force your will on someone else, because then you're conflicting with their own, their own free will, and you don't want to do that. Okay, Joyce. What do we have for Joyce today? Free will is one of those amazing things. But I've noticed a few different times when maybe someone was like verbally, I don't want to say abusive, but not pleasant with me. And, you know, different things they would say would really bother me or upset me. And I'd think, oh, why is that? Why do they feel like that about me? Is that really how I am? And then, you know, after I started doing my healing, when a situation like that would come up, I realized that it didn't bother me because I know it's not true. And there's no way I'm going to accept somebody else's truth about who I am. I know who I am. And we all have to know who we are and stand in our truth. And then, you know, people can say anything about you and it doesn't matter because you know the truth. And, you know, that place of, oh, but I don't want people to think that about me, that will disappear. That will absolutely disappear. Okay. Joyce, the courage card came up for you. And it says, Archangel Uriel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. So I feel like maybe there's a situation where you've had to really stand in your truth a lot lately. Maybe things are coming up or people are saying things to you and it's really making you come out of your shell a little bit and stand up for yourself more. Speak up for yourself more. And that's a really good thing, Joyce. That's going to really help you to heal. And the Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love. Beautiful, beautiful card. Comes to shed love and light onto your current situation, and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. Sometimes when we're going through things, we feel like, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. I saw this really cool meme before on Facebook, and it's a picture of someone holding up a match. And there, you can see the shadow of the match, but you can't see the shadow of the flame. And I just thought that was like so cool. But, wherever there's darkness, shed some light. If you feel like people are not being and treating you the way that they should be, send them lots of love and light. Picture them surrounded by, a group of angels, just sending them healing love and light. Picture them in a bubble of white light, or it could be pink light, or, whatever color feels comfort to you and light and love to you. And you can send them love and positive energy, and watch how that changes. It'll help change them, their outlook, the situation, and the way they work with you. So I hope that helps, Joyce. Been doing that a lot lately, she says. Well, that's awesome. Kim says, my sister triggered me last night. She always calls when drinking and repeats herself. I was supposed to go visit, but it's such a dysfunctional family. Well, I know, and I totally get what you're saying. And the repeating stuff, I'm sure, can drive you crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I'm sure if she's drinking a lot of that conversation is all about for her. Now, I don't know, but that's how I feel. And I know that can really bring you down. And that's understandable. But she's your sister, and, you love her, and you want to be there for her. And I totally understand that as well. Now, sometimes we have to, take a step back, and maybe not going to visit might not be a bad thing, because if it's a toxic situation, you don't want to push yourself in the middle of that. But I would say, focus on positivity with her. Send her lots of love and light. Ask the angels to help her. Ask the angels to guide her to the light. And, this may be the path, that she needs to take right now. Obviously it is, or she wouldn't be taking it. But you don't have to let it affect you in a negative way. We all, have our free will. We all have that ability to choose our own path. And sometimes we just have to love people from afar. And, that's really a sad thing when they're family members. But sometimes that's the best thing for us to do, for ourselves and for the other person, because we don't have to stop loving them. We don't have to stop sending them love and, being happy for them and hoping for them and praying for them. But we don't have to do it, in the same vicinity as them. We can do it from afar. That's a lesson that I also learned in my life, because you can't, you don't want to knowingly put yourself in that kind of a situation if it's going to be toxic for you. I mean, you've done so much healing work, Kim, and you don't want to go backwards or do anything that, might undo some of the work that you've done, because you've done so much lately. And Kim says you're correct. Okay, now we will get a card here for Sarah. So now that some of you are here, did you guys catch Robin's show last night? It was pretty amazing. She did a lot of those charm readings, which are so cool. It's called Robin's Cosmic Soul Food, and last night was her debut show. So I hope you guys were able to catch that. If not, I hope you'll go back and watch the replay, because it was really awesome. And let's get a card for Sarah. Sarah. Well, I think I will start with the fairy cards for you, Sarah. Let's see. Okay. So today, we had Hurricane Nicholas came our way. I believe it was Tuesday. They closed the schools. They were prepared for stage 3 flood warnings and all this. And we didn't, I don't know. I think on the coast they got hit, I'm not sure with how much. I see that some other states are getting a lot of flooding and rain from the same storm. But we were really lucky and fortunate and blessed. We had a little bit of wind, but it wasn't anything really bad. We didn't even have a ton of rain. So that was yesterday. And then today, just a little overcast. But as I'm sitting there on my phone, all of a sudden the power went out today at like 4 o'clock. And they were saying, the power company was saying that the power wouldn't be back until 8:30, which 8:30 Central Time is 9:30 Eastern Time. So I'm like, well, this is not going to work for me. So I just, I asked the angels for some help, and it was on by a few minutes after 5. So it was perfect. Sarah, you got the Fairy Queen of Winter. She's really, really beautiful. And this says, during the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. And I know that they are. So this tells me that you've got some big things coming in the next few months, as the weather starts to get colder. I'm going to say maybe the next 3 or 4 months, you have some things that you've been manifesting that are going to come to fruition for you. And, that's super duper exciting, because I know you've been working hard on stuff for a while. And I know you've got lots of great new ideas, and, they're all coming along now. So this is really exciting. And I want to remind you guys to go sign up for my class this Saturday, my master class on how to self-publish your book. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern, and it'll be about 2 hours long. And I am going to teach you everything that I learned when I published my books, so that you will be able to go and, you can self-publish your own book. And also the other card that came up for you, Sarah, is the comfort card. And it said, this is Archangel Raguel. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Helping your heart to heal. Now, Archangel Raguel will help your heart to heal from the past, from the present, things that you are going through right now, and, things that may have hurt you in the past. If you have any, healing to do in your heart, Archangel Raguel will help you. Just call on her, and she is there for you. I hope that helps you, Sarah. Sarah said, I love that. I'll be revealing something very big soon. Ooh, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what it is. So we're almost at the halfway point. So I want to take a second to send out a huge thank you to the beautiful angel that sponsored my show for the month of September. I am very, very grateful. It was a very kind and generous thing for you to do. Thank you so much. And if you would like to sponsor this or any of the Goldylocks shows, you can contact my amazing producer, Tiffany White Sage Woman, for more details on how to do that. She'll also create a thank you sponsor video that will play during the show that you have sponsored. So if you have a small business, or a family member or friend has a small business, it's a great way to get a little bit of advertising out there for yourself. Sarah says it definitely helps. Thank you so much. Well, you are so welcome. Okay. Yeah, Kim said, thanks. And Robin was awesome. Yes, Robin was. Let's see, Kim. Let's just see what message the angels have for you tonight. Ooh. Well, I don't know what's going on with the energy here, but I've been doing some Melissa burps. Oh, look at this, Kim. Relationship harmony. And this is Archangel Raguel. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So see, the angels are already working on this for you, Kim. Already working on it. Like I was saying, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. And this is just your confirmation and validation that that is happening. And this card also came up for you, Angel Therapy. And this is Archangel Raphael. Give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. So if this is really burdening you, if this is really bothering you, if you are very concerned about this situation, just turn it over to the angels. They will take care of it for you. They will help you to heal from it. And when I pulled the cards for you, these other two ones turned over all at the same time. And you've got some good ideas, Kim. And it's Archangel Uriel. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. So you need to take it and run with these ideas that you're getting. And, these different thoughts, these different ideas, these different things that are coming to you are all divinely guided. They want you to take off with these ideas and run with them and spread your wings. Because once you do, you are going to soar. You are going to soar. You are just going to take flight and take off. And Sarah says, definitely helps. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Sarah. Sarah says she recently got those fairy cards as well. They are such beautiful cards. They really, really are. The pictures are just so amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. So during your healing process and letting go of things, don't forget to ask the angels for help. Anthony. Hi, Anthony. I sure can. See what we have for you. And then we'll talk some more about letting things go. So that's the messages that they have given me today. Anthony. I'm going to pull you a fairy card first. See what messages the fairies have for you. Ooh. They want to remind you that there is always hope. Always. Never lose sight of that, Anthony. It says, hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimist expectations can help change a negative situation with a positive one. No matter what is going on in your life, no matter what situations are coming up, there is always hope. You have to remember that. It's very, very important for you to remember that. So, as long as you still, have hope, that's what you need to do. And Archangel Raguel is talking with you about relationship harmony. And, I feel like there might be some situations in your life that need some harmony in the relationship. And Archangel Raguel and some of the other angels are helping you with this. They are helping you to figure out what you need to do. They are helping to guide you through these situations with love and kindness. And they are there, like I had said, assisting behind the scenes. Not only are they helping with you, but they're helping with everyone involved in these situations. So they're helping to soften the hearts of others and of yourself. They are helping to infuse those hearts with tons and tons of love and light. So that will only help you propel you even more. So I hope that helps, Anthony. And Sarah says, when I looked through them, the fairies told me they wanted me to build them a fairy garden. I had one, but my cat destroyed it. Those fairy gardens are so adorable. They really are. Yeah, I could totally see a cat doing that. It's just the perfect size for a cat. So, in order for us to let go of things and move on, we have to heal those. You are very welcome, Anthony. Very welcome. I hope that resonated with you. And, we all heal in our own time, just like with grief. When we lose a loved one, one person could react bursting into tears when they find out. Another person could react with total silence. Everyone reacts to situations like that differently. No one is right and no one is more right than the other. No one is wrong. It's an individual experience. So with the grief and the healing, sometimes it can take, a couple of days for someone to heal. It can take months for someone to heal from that. It can take years, and it's not that it's right or wrong. That's just the way it is. Never be hard on yourself, and don't think to yourself, oh, it's taking me way too long to get through these issues I have, or I can never do this. I'm never going to be able to heal from this, because that's not true. Never, you don't want to say that. You don't want to say, I can't do it, because you've already defeated yourself by saying that. This isn't going to work. You don't want to ever focus on, negative words like that or phrases, because then you're drawing all your energy to that instead of where you really want your energy and your focus. And it's so important for us, especially now with all the things that are going on. This is when we need to be shining our light the most. We need to raise our vibration to the highest as possible. And the only way we can do that is to, heal, to get rid of all of that hurt and anger and pain that's hiding below the surface. We have to get rid of that and move it on out, so that we can bring in all this beautiful, beautiful, positive energy, this love and this light. Hi, Heather. Nice to see you. And the only way we can do that is by healing those wounds. And, when you have a wound, an injury like that, it hurts. You fall down and scrape your leg, or you break your leg. That injury hurts. The ones that are on the inside do not hurt any less. Sometimes they even hurt more. And so, when we start to heal them and we start rubbing them a little bit or irritating them, it's going to hurt. It's going to start to hurt because it's bringing up a lot of stuff for you. But, you can't use that as a reason to quit. You have to keep going. You have to work yourself through it. Thank you so much, Heather, for your super sticker. You are awesome. I really appreciate that. And, we have to just keep pushing through until we make it through and over to the other side of all that pain. And, once you are able to heal from all of that, it's just going to completely change your life. And I know I tell you guys this a lot, but it's so true. And if it helps just one of you to experience that, that is just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Because I know how wonderful it's going to make you feel and how much it's going to change your life. And a lot of times, we think, well, I'll do that later, or I'll do that another time. But really, the only time we have is now. And I get reminded of this a lot. Don't put these things off. I remember, and I don't know why this comes to my mind, but when I was pregnant with my first daughter, I was in my early 20s. And we were young, we didn't have a lot of money. And I saw this item that I wanted for the nursery. And, it was probably like $35, which back then, was probably like 100 would be now. And I just always wanted this item. It was so cute, it was just this little thing, this little set of jars. And it would sit, wherever in the nursery. And I always thought, oh, I want that so bad. And then after I had I never could afford it then. And then I had then my second child. I thought, well, I'm going to get that. And whatever, couldn't do it then. And I have 4 kids, and I never ended up getting that. And I think about that once in a while, how bad I wanted that thing. And I always thought, well, I'll get it with the next kid. I'll get it with the next kid. That never happened, ever. And how many times do we do that in life? Oh, well, I'll do that next week, or I'll do that, tomorrow. The one day we're not going to have tomorrow anymore. And you don't want anything left undone. You want to fulfill your purpose. You want to do all of the things that you came here to do. And, we can't keep putting things off. We can't put off the healing because it's painful. We can't put off the healing because it's a lot of work, because it is a lot of work. But the rewards from doing it far, far exceed the amount of work and the amount of pain that you'll go through. And it will, once you do that, you will strip away, all those different layers. And it will get to the core, to the truth of who you are. And then you will be able to live, in authenticity. So, okay. Hi, Elizabeth. All right, let me get Heather a card, and then I will get you one. It's nice to see you. But the healing work is so important. And this is the information that they have been reiterating to me for several years now. We have to do the healing. We have to be able to move past that. You take, let's say some of these things that, are holding you back, some pain, some trauma you have, emotional baggage that you have. Well, let's say it's kind of a darkness. As you remove each one of those, that part of you inside is going to get replaced with light. So imagine what a magnificent light being you're going to be when you heal. Because that's the only thing, that's going to be left when you get rid of all of the negativity and the pain. And it's so easy for that stuff to hold us back in life. And fear. Sometimes, fear can be absolutely paralyzing. We can be so afraid that we don't move anywhere. We're afraid to go forward. But fear is a liar, because there is no fear. There's only love. And once you realize that, and the illusion of fear dissipates, you will feel differently. You will be able to replace that part of you that was full of fear with light. So Heather, this is an interesting fairy card. Fairy spotting. Look at how pretty. It says, it's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing. But in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So, Heather, the fairies are trying to get your attention. They want you to be aware. You may see that little glimmer out of the corner of your eye. That's a fairy. Spending time in nature, they're very abundant in nature. So I think that's really cool, fairy spotting. So they've spotted you, Heather. Now they want you to find them. So just be aware, that the fairies are all around. And Archangel Michael wants you to remember who you are. I know, you know who you are. But he's reminding you that you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God, and that you are very, very loved. You are very powerful. And you need to step into that power a little bit more. But it's just wonderful. It's so nice to be able to remember who you are, isn't it? Because a lot of times we forget. So, let's see. So he's just reminding you to remember who you are. And also, peace. Look at that. How's that for some validation? Archangel Chamuel is reminding you that peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Only love is real. So they really want to send that message out tonight. Only love is real. The rest is just an illusion. So I hope that resonates with you, Heather. Hello, Devin, my friend. Devin says, hello, my friend, and to all of you joining Ruth. Hello and good vibes to you all. Well, thank you so much, Devin. And Elizabeth, Archangel Sandalphon is giving you the victory card. Your prayers are being answered. And look at those beautiful wings. And, there's a lot of things going on, as you know, in the background. And just know that things are in the works for you. And the things that you are desiring are going to be manifesting because your prayers are being answered. And just have a little bit more patience, Elizabeth, because it will be well worth it. Hello, Veronica. You are not late. You are right on time. Perfect. And here's a fairy card for you, Elizabeth. They're talking about celebration. And it says, get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Nice how they rhymed that. Well, I see some sort of celebration coming up for you. So that's exciting. It's always exciting to celebrate. And, we should be celebrating life every day. Don't save the good china for holidays. Don't save this for, I'm going to have that for a special occasion. Today is a special occasion. You are alive, right? You're breathing. It is a special occasion. Celebrate everything, every day. There's no reason not to. Heather says, thank you so much. I'm slowly trying to step into my power, taking steps. Good for you, Heather. Good for you. And, even if they're little teeny tiny baby steps, as long as that's, the direction that you're going in, you're going to succeed and get where you need to be. Very happy for you. And let's see what we have for Devin. Alrighty. Devin, my friend. I think Devin's been out enjoying the sunshine today. Oh, these fairy cards are really wanting to come out today. Oh, Devin. Friendship. Devin says, okay, the fairies are saying to you, Devin, fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. And Devin is a very good friend. He's a very good friend to many people. And Devin has a very good support system built for himself. through his friends. And, that's really wonderful, because there's a lot of people out there that don't have any kind of support system. So know that your friends are all there for you, Devin, just as you are for them. And remember also to be a friend to yourself. Well, because you're very important. And Devin, so I know I've gotten this card for you before. Indigo and Crystal Children. And this is reminding you that there are a lot of people that look up to you. They look towards you as a leader. And that you do have a special bond with children. Now, Archangel Raguel also wants to remind you that everything is just the way it's supposed to be. Everything is in divine order. And just be a little more patient for the things that you are working on, because everything is unraveling just the way it's supposed to. And this card also came up for you, Devin, overcoming difficulties. And this is Archangel Jeremiah telling you that the worst is now behind you. You are surmounting any previous challenges. So there's been some kind of an issue or a situation that I feel has either been on your mind or stressing you out or been kind of in the forefront of everything for you lately. Well, the worst of it is behind you. So let the healing begin. I hope that resonates with you, Devin. Hello, Melissa Sue. How are you? Awesome. Melissa is learning. And if you would like a card, Melissa, just let me know. Well, Veronica, thank you so much for your super chat, super sticker. I really appreciate that. That is so awesome of you. And I will get Veronica a card, and then Melissa. And let's see. I'm going to start with the fairy card. Oh, that one came out right away. So, Veronica, there's something you know you shouldn't. Is there something you know that you shouldn't be eating? They're wanting to remind you to do things in moderation. Try to eat mindfully and healthy. Although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. So, I've heard this all my life. Anything is okay in moderation. You just don't want to overdo it. If it's something that, might not be healthy for you. Now, let's not even just talk with food. Let's talk about other areas of your life too, where you want to do things in moderation. Don't go overboard. Don't do too much too soon. You want to just, take it all in stride and do things in moderation. And I know sometimes we get excited about things and we find something that we really like, and then we just, we want it. And then we don't feel so good about it afterwards. So just take everything, slowly in moderation. And know that the angels can help you with that, and the fairies. Let's see what else we have here for Veronica. Let's see. Veronica. Oh, there we go. Gifts from God, Veronica. You are a gift from God. And you also have many gifts from your Creator. Be open to receive. Have open arms. Have an open heart. Because sometimes it's hard to receive those gifts. Some of those gifts could be love. Some of those gifts could be kindness. And sometimes maybe we feel like we don't deserve them, or maybe sometimes it feels like it's unfamiliar territory. But be open. Just be open and willing to receive all of the good that is coming to you, all of the love that is coming to you. It's spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. So I hope that resonates with you. Hello, Jan. Nice to see you. And Devin says, thank you for the positive vibes. It really does resonate with who I am and where I am going in life. Well, that is awesome. Okay, Melissa Sue. And then after Melissa, Jan, I will pull a card for you. Here's a fairy card. Oh, there we go. Melissa Sue. Find balance. You know, Jan, it's nice to see you. I have not seen you in a while or heard from you. I hope everything is going good with you. The fairies are telling you, Melissa, find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. And, you know, when we find balance, when we are aligned, that's when we are at our optimum, right? Because if you're, you know, all about work and, you know, not about rest or play, you know, those scales are going to tip in one direction, and it needs to be, you know, you need to level that out. It will help your productivity, and it will definitely help your energy, because if you're focusing your energy too much on one thing and the other things are kind of falling to the wayside, that's definitely going to affect your energy. So try to stay more in alignment and more in balance. And if you can look at your situation and your life and see where maybe some things are not in balance, then you can work at correcting those. And let's see what the angels have for you, Melissa Sue. Patience. They want you to be patient with yourself. Patient with yourself. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Things are starting to happen for you, but you need to be patient. And I feel like you're good at being patient to a degree with other people, but when it comes to you, not so much. And patience is one of those things that's very challenging to overcome and to learn. And I think my son Tommy, when he was a little kid, he's the one that taught me patience, because he challenged my patience, you know, on an hourly basis. So I had to learn it pretty quick. But, you know, I thank him for that. And I'm a very patient person. I can outwait anybody for anything pretty much now. But it takes a while to get to that place. And I was very patient with others and not so much with myself, but that also has changed now. And let's see, Melissa, they want you to work on chakra clearing, clearing out your chakras and balancing them, which actually is validation of what the fairy, I believe it was the fairies that had said about being in balance. And you can do that through meditation. You know, you can do that through Reiki. You can do that just by asking the angels to guide you. A lot of different ways. And they also want to remind you to breathe. Take a few deep breaths. Don't let things stress you out. And of course, we all have to breathe to live. But, you know, when you get into a situation where you feel a little stressed or overwhelmed, you know, take a few deep breaths. Breathe in love. Let out, breathe out the stress, and it will help you to feel better. Definitely. So I hope that resonates with you, Melissa. And Elizabeth said, love that message, Ruth. I was just saying to myself this morning, I'm so glad I used the silver utensils as my departed ones used them on holidays, and I use them every day as a way to stay connected. Oh, I love that. Oh, okay. Oh, and Jan can relate to Melissa's message too. Wow. Veronica said, thank you so much. Both cards extremely helpful, sending lots of love your way. Well, thank you, Veronica. And I openly accept that love, and I send some back to you. Heather, yes, you do. You just message me and we can set up another Reiki session whenever you want. And Melissa said, thank you, spot on. I appreciate you. Well, thank you, Melissa. I appreciate you. And I thank you for being here. So, Jan, the fairies want to talk to you about protection. And it says the fairies of protection are shielding you with magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Now look at that little circle there. So they have that ring of protection around you. And I bet, that when you're in your quietude, I bet you can feel their energy. I bet you can definitely feel their energy. Now let's see what the angels, oh, look at that. Patience, Jan. They want to remind you to be patient. Things on this side take time. Things in the human world take time. Your dreams are blooming. They are coming. They're going to be here faster than you realize. Things are happening, on the behind the scenes that you don't know about. And things are going to work out in your favor. Just hang on a little longer. Never lose hope. Always remember to be patient because, on the other side, they don't have the same kind of time frame as we humans do. So what can seem like forever to us, it's not the same on the other side. And this card also came up for you, Jan, starting fresh. And here's a great affirmation for you. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. Now, how exciting is that? A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. That is so exciting. So exciting. So I hope that resonates with you. I'm really glad you guys could be here tonight. And I just want to remind you again, this Saturday, just a few days away, is my masterclass on how to self-publish your book. So I really hope you guys will go over there and get signed up for that. I'm really excited. I've got a lot of information to give you, and you will have the opportunity to ask questions. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to try to keep it from being boring and just bombarding you with information. But there is a lot of stuff, I want to tell you so that it will make your publishing so much easier than mine was to begin with. Because like the experience I had with my first book and then my third book, totally different. The third book was so easy and fast compared to the first one. But the first one, I had to work on all those kinks, and figure all that stuff out because I didn't have anyone to help me. So I'm going to help you. So go ahead and get signed up for that. And that will be on Saturday. Oh, awesome. Okay. Oh, Melissa said, thank you. Spot on. Oh, I read that one already. Well, I do appreciate you. And I appreciate all of you guys being here. Jen says, that's really perfect. It does. Thank you. You are welcome. Devin says, good night, all. And I'm going to say good night as well because we are out of time. I hope you guys will come back next week and join me for another exciting show. And I hope you guys have a really great week and you start working on your healing and your forgiveness and peeling away all those layers so that you can live an authentic life. Good night. I love you. And thank you so much for being here.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron.
Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.